What did it take you to get married to a Protestant woman to discover religion? Basically, to become religious again?
I think Beth challenged not just me and my belief, but she was challenging she was challenging Judaism in the sense of what she didn't know about it, and challenging me in terms of, again, I grew up like a lot of Jews in the country. We grew up culturally Jewish, ethnically Jewish. David Wolpe, the rabbi in Los Angeles, who's a friend, said, in Judaism there's faith and there's family. There's the theology and then there's the family piece. Mm-hmm. And so for me, I was just Jewish. I was culturally, ethnically Jewish. But she said, no, there's got to be more. What is it you really believe? And I think being challenged that way, one of the reasons I really started to study is that I was doing these things. We were lighting candles on Shabbat. I was learning more. But my wife is a very smart woman, and she kept pressing, and I didn't have answers. And I wanted better answers for myself. I wanted to get this right. I wanted to lead my family in faith in a meaningful way. And the other thing that I think, Joe, was kindled in me by Beth, but in my own search, was understanding that these essential questions for me could only be answered by a search for God, and a search for a relationship with God. And for Jews, I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we don't talk about God all that much. And I actually wish we did, because the Jewish liturgy and our sacred texts are replete with the search for God, an intimate search for God. When you think about Psalm 27, which we read during the High Holy Days, which is to seek God's face. We seek to understand God, to see His face. And what do we say? What does the psalmist say? That my mother and father could abandon me, and yet God would still take me in. I mean, that is an intimate relationship with God that Jews seek. That's not Christianity. That's Judaism. And so I think it's a very powerful thing. And so for me, greater spiritual growth and depth really excites me. It makes me very passionate, and really touches my soul. And I think, in a way, had I not married a Christian woman, I don't know that I would have searched like that. There could have been a lot of acceptance of, I could have just been Jewish, and I could have married somebody else who was just Jewish, and away we went. And there wouldn't, look, the Orthodox community in this country faces the challenge of, deep faith, deeper knowledge, but they have, a lack of soulfulness and spirituality in some instances that they battle with within a community.